Naruto Storm 2 was a good game. It was a lot better than people realized at the time, and it was a lot better than people remember. Even when you compare it to modern games like Naruto Storm 4 and the newest game, Naruto Storm Connections in 2024, this game still has so much beauty in it and is just so much fun to play. And it's not just because the connection is better and the online experience is better. The actual mechanics are more manual and less automatic than newer Storm games. It's more organic and it's really, really phenomenal to play. We had over 100 comments in our last video. Naruto Storm 2 is better than Naruto Storm Connections. As you see there, I did a combo and I did a jail. A lot of things were possible in this game that no one knew about because people were using option selects and flowcharts, as well as just not playing the game because the defense was so strong, but there were ways to open up someone's attack. I'm not really demonstrating it the best here. This is a very good example. It's not a perfect example because this is my first time playing in years, basically. I played 2 or 3 times, maybe 4 times in 8 years, and this is one of those times for less than 1 hour each. So I didn't practice, I just went into the game. So here you can see you use air combos to try to open up guards. You use jutsus for jutsu entries. Not a lot has completely changed, but the nuance of the situation has changed. You can cancel your mash with a jutsu, like you saw the rotation there. You can cancel your mash or your combos with a chakra shuriken. You can do a lot of things. You can even do the ninja dash, and this is what a lot of people remember or are traumatized by. You can do tag into ultimate or tag into team ultimate, and it confirms. As long as that tag hits, it's 100% confirmation, but you only get two. Ninja tools aren't infinite, or they're not on an infinite cycle. Ninja tools and connections have been nerfed by about 50 to 100%, depending on the ninja tool, pre-patch in Naruto Storm connections, where their cycles are kept to a longer cycle and is less spammy, less infinite. It's more about cycles and less about the word infinite. Naruto Storm Connections and Naruto Storm 3 have the same type of movement restriction mechanic where you feel like you're on a railroad track, like a train on railroads. Naruto Storm 2 is the complete opposite, where you actually have full range of motion and freedom in movement. It's actually way better than you thought it was. Really amazing. So there you can see a Jitsu entry that still has subbable potential. Now, some people say that this game is sluggish and slow and it restricts your movements. Well, it can be played in a sluggish and slow way, and you can even tilt cancel. Look at that. Tilt cancel with the ninja movement. See that? You've already seen many, many ways to cancel. People just didn't do this because they didn't know how to. There wasn't a community to teach you back then, but I will teach you. You're in a unique position here because I'm one of the few people in the world that has the knowledge and has the platform to both teach you. And I would be skeptical, not to be rude, but I would be very skeptical of other people teaching you how to play some of these games, especially the older games, because it's going to take a lot more for you to unlearn bad habits than it is for me to teach you from a fresh stance. So be very careful what you learn in any Storm game. But ask me any question, and I could probably do my best to try to teach you in any Storm game certain things. Probably. I'll try. If I don't, someone else will. There's a lot of intelligent people here on the channel, people that are, in many ways more capable and more intelligent than me. At least in certain things. So, and I really value all of you and all of the people here because everyone brings something. So this is very interesting because I actually never really played this game competitively in 2-mans. This is the game I only ever played meta or only played 3-mans. But there was a time where towards the end, I started learning how to play more meaningfully, I would say. But this game is a very unique way of playing. Like there, I can just... Every time someone misses, right, or subs, every time you sub out of someone's attack, you can technically just hit them with an ultimate jutsu or a Rasengan or something. So you have to have that willpower to not do that. Right, that mutual respect. But there is a way to play where it doesn't matter how someone plays. They can play as grimy or as sweaty, as grimy, as opportunistic as possible, whatever word you want to use, there's still techniques and ways to play, to force them to play or make them to play at your pace. You can control the pace of this game. The tempo changing in this game it's all manual. This game, more like any, is like driving a manual car versus an automatic car. Okay? Like even there, look, I had to position myself. I didn't do at the end there that well, but I could still sub out of that. You have to, from the positioning to the comboing, everything is in the driver's seat. It's in your mind and in the controls. Look at this. I used a support to help support combo. I've done jails with combos. Even in these fights, you're able to see so many amazing things here. And look at that. There's no jitsu spam because doing all that required my entire shock bar. I spent my entire meter. Now, of course, I'm rusty. That typically I would have actually tagged to ultimate it. And here, we're just having fun seeing what's possible. So even that, I use my team ultimate. Instead of just bunny hopping, which is the primary way of getting around, I used my team ultimate and used chakra to get distance, to reposition myself. So even repositioning yourself costs something. Everything costs something in this game. It is the most beautiful, amazing game, and nothing is like the feeling that you get when you play this game. No modern games do that, and the reason why is because all the modern games basically spoon feed you and hold your hand. Of course, I enjoy the modern games and I love the modern games, but I'm comparing the games as they are, unbiased. And there's not very many people here that can actually tell you, hey, this is what this game was, and look, this is how you do it, right? So I'm actually showing you in real time, and that's why I'm showing you slower, so you can actually see what's going on. Even you use that tag, well, now you only got one more tag. So even though you can tag to ultimate, the cost is substantial. There's a lot of weight assigned to the cost of things, right? So we talked about the sluggishness. We talked about, the other misconception is people think that this game has a lack of movement or something like that. Actually, it's the contrary. There's so much freedom in this game. This game has the most movement freedom out of any game, but the problem is the movement is punished. It's highly punishable. You might not get caught, and that's what makes it exciting, right? So if you decide to move around, and not just jump block and guard jump, you actually are treading, even that, just walking forward, you're treading very dangerous ground here in territory. But that risk versus reward being skewed, where there's a lot of risk opposed to the new games. Look at that. Jailed with a support into a grab, confirm. These types of things are highly skilled things that most people just didn't do. I wanted to see if there was a grab loop. I haven't confirmed that, but I was just messing around, having fun. Every time they drop down, they knock chakra out, and a big part of this game is chakra management and resource management, but it's also positioning. Look at that. Right there, I knew he's blocking, and when he's blocking, I can actually jail him. And, of course, you can always sub-grab. You can lock that in. That's something about this game that is difficult to get around, that will take you a long time to understand. I rebounded with an alt. Maybe not the best idea, because now I'm stuck in this combo. But guys, look at this. Are we going to see? We actually saw almost a full combo. We see a lot of partial combos or halfway combos. And in some of these games that you've already seen, on the other video, there have been full combos. He actually got a full Kabuto combo off, which is not that different than, say, Storm 4, where a lot of times you'll only see one or two combos in the entire match. If you actually watch those matches and break it down, a lot of it comes down to there only being one or two opportunities for combo time, which is not that different from this game. It's just how they go about it is different. You really want to combo when you're in a certain way with a full health bar. Maybe keep it to a minimum. But as your health bar goes below half, right, you can start taking more risks on your combos and jail and do all these sorts of things. These are the things that no one ever taught you or talked about. There, I tried to back up my air combo with Hinata support, so it's pretty good. So let's see here. We actually, you get a lot of half combos. You cancel the combo with the rotation, and you see these are the types of things that are possible in the game, right? Where it's very manual, it's very organic, it's a beautiful, beautiful thing. And when you finally learn how to play the game, and yes, one day I will teach you fully. I'm starting to do that now, but baby steps, Takes a long time. This game is not that intuitive. You really need a teacher or a sensei or a guide to help you through it. And yes, I will commit to that. It will take a long time. I'm not saying I'm doing it today or tomorrow. I'm starting today, but I still have to teach people about connections. People are still confused about that game. People still hate that game. I don't hate that game. I love that game, but I love this game more.